It was a cool, clear night. I was out walking, when a shimmer of light caught my eye. I looked down to see a bright reflection flickering in a passing puddle. And as the ripples calmed, I recognized a familiar face. A thought came. The moon stays the same. Our Earth contains a molten core, fragmenting its surface into a number of shifting plates. It also sports a decent-sized atmosphere, resulting in weather, an ocean, and us. Life. Earth changes. A lot. Moon's a little different. Tidally locked, the same side always facing Earth, its core is relatively small. Its atmosphere nearly non-existent in comparison. Meaning that the only time its surface changes in any visible way is during, well, truly cataclysmic events, like an asteroid strike. So it does technically change, but these events happen so rarely that it's pretty safe to say there hasn't been a significant change in its appearance when viewed from Earth in, say, for example, the past 300,000 years. When priests from the Mayan city of Tikal performed ritual rites, they peered up and saw a goddess. The Egyptian cults of the early 2nd century BCE recognized it as the injured eye of Horus, patron of the pharaoh. A Han philosopher, resting in a brook, beheld the physical embodiment of Chi. A warrior monk recognized in its blotchy craters the memorial of a selfless rabbit. An Ionian veteran, resting on a hill overlooking the construction of the Parthenon, peered up and saw a massive rock with mountains and valleys orbiting far overhead. In the mid-1800s, an upstart author peered up from a Parisian street corner and beheld a destination. Arabic trade caravans journeyed beneath it. Cantonese and Caribbean pirates alike watched it duck between their sails. A young prince, desperate for answers, witnessed it dance among the leaves of the Bodhi tree. In its presence, children danced and cried. Nomads fled persecution, pilgrims fled plague. Greek philosophers debated the nature of their reality, and brave souls fought injustice. Roman legions, marching en route to Jerusalem, camped under the same reflective light that 19 centuries later would assist the visibility of the airborne divisions at the dawn of the largest amphibious invasion in world history. 2,000 centuries before any of this, a young girl in the heart of the Fertile Crescent, member of one of the first families, passed by a pool of water and recognized a familiar face. The same one I look up to tonight and understand to be a massive spherical satellite somewhere around 385,000 kilometers away, locked in a geocentric orbit around my homeworld. On this world, ice shifts. Earth erodes. Civilization spreads and adapts. Life waxes and wanes. Cultures rise and fall. Ruins crumble. Photos fade. One thing is always changing into another. In this constant state of transformation, there aren't many things you can claim are truly universal. Even the stars shift, depending on the hemisphere you're viewing them from. This image is unique in that it may be one of the only images recognizable to every human throughout the entire history of our species. The one familiar we all share in common. regardless of the personal or cultural views we project onto it, what we witness remains the same. We've all looked up at some point or another to see this, our moon. No matter how much we change, the moon stays the same. A universal reference point. And if you spent any considerable time among our species, I doubt it'll really seem like much of a coincidence that one of humanity's few collective grounding points rises far above it.